Wandering Winder here. Some more Dominion. Okay. So we want to work with dungeons and menageries, and I'm going to want a messenger because I want the plus buy primarily. So let's messenger dungeons. We can work with covens as well. But I really want the plus buy here. And I'd rather get it from messengers than charms, I think. So I'm probably going to buy a silver here, which... Yeah, I mean, I think that's the way to go. Oh, if you're going to give me a silver, I'm not going to do that then. So, do I want a menagerie already? I think I just want a second dungeon. And we're going to pick up this shuffle. We want to pick up covens and menageries. Absolutely, coven is the top priority, though. Okay, we will discard this and grab a coven. Actually, silos would also be really good. This could be double menagerie. It's what I think I would do with 6 and 2 buys. I mean, you could also, instead of doing the now with 7 and 2 buys, I want to do this. You could also go for owl stuff with like minstrels to set that up, but I think I like just dungeon menagerie stuff better. I think I'm ahead, even though I'm second player here. My draws have worked out really well for me. I have, like, I'm not too impressed with the sleigh. I guess I have a sleigh, you have a menagerie, right? My messengers, I've drawn really well, right? My messenger being on top and all that, but I don't know, maybe I'm not actually ahead. Maybe it's quite close. So I think I want another coven and another menagerie. I would expect you would probably want a wandering minstrel coming up, as well as probably a menagerie. You're going for a herald. That, I mean, that would be good later once minstrel can set it up, but I think minstrel earlier's got to be better for now. Okay, this works out. Discard that. So let's take our second coven and our second menagerie, and yeah, I really like the position I'm in now. Wouldn't mind getting another dungeon at some point soon, and then another menagerie, and I think we're off to the races, but I have an extra coven, an extra menagerie, and I've already given you, I already have another curse in exile for you. You have a herald and a sleigh. I think this is advantage me. Although your herald hit, your herald did hit here, which is nice. Going for another coven. Let's silos. Copper. Copper. Now we can do copper estate. That's fine. Copper estate is fine. Well, let's get more buy now. in the form of one charm. And do we want another coven? Let's take one more coven. Yeah, I think I'm just completely winning now. Yeah, I could have done it with an extra coin if I would have taken the gain option instead of what I did, but this should be fine. I should be winning. We want another dungeon, another menagerie, but we'll start scoring kind of soon too. The curses are going to run, and then the dungeons and the menageries are going to be low, so we'll have to watch a little bit for pileouts, but we're ahead on points as well as deck quality from the Coven stuff, so it should all be very nice for us. We're, I believe we're guaranteed to win the curse split here. Because I think you can give us at most 2, which would have you losing at 6-4. Yeah, which is exactly what's happening here. Could look at taking a hunter as our next 5 if we hit 5. 5 isn't a particularly important price point at the moment, though, I don't think. Because, I mean, just the cheap stuff is so good. Silos first, I guess. Great. So we could go province, dungeon, menagerie. And yeah, this looks really good too. The curses are in your deck. They're not in mine yet. They were probably about to be in mine, but... Yep. But I have the curse split. I have a lot more dungeons, a lot more menageries. Herald hits again. I have more buys from the charm. You have this herald and the sleigh. You've got 4 horses in your deck right now. This is 10 and 2 buys. I'm not even sure what you do with that. It's almost as good a turn as my turns are going to be. Almost. I think I'm maybe only supposed to pitch 3 of the coppers here. Well, I don't know, maybe that was pointless. I guess I'm going to trigger this shuffle. Not sure about it, but I guess we have enough. Oh, I have the messenger. Of course it doesn't. It's not problematic. Let's do the gain card here. So we will messenger dungeons and pick up a minstrel and buy another province. So we may be able to win this turn, is the upshot of all this. Actually, I probably don't have enough money, but I think it's theoretically possible anyway. But even if I can't win, it's fine. I don't really have a good suggestion as for what you should pick up. We want to start with dungeon here. Discard the curses, go dungeon again. Discard these things. Now we do the silos. Play this. Obvious dungeon is obvious. Okay, not a good. Not actually a good. I think we keep this here. We go province. We don't take anything else. This game's probably going to end on provinces. Took the horse. You're down to 1 horse in deck now. Yeah, that seems like a totally fair resignation. I had a little bit of good draws early and then just kept incrementing the advantage up.